Hello, good evening. Welcome to my Friday Night Live. I am Texas Beach Mom, or Mama Robin if you prefer. I really don't know what I wanted to do this on tonight. I'm just kind of here, I guess. I do have TV in the background, so if it's too loud, someone needs to say something. I'm keeping an eye on a live stream of another creator. The name is Jack Septiceye, JackSepticeye, Jacksepticeye. He is typically known as a gamer, but he does other stuff too. And every year around this time, he does a live stream called Thankmas. And what he does is it's kind of like, for those of you who are older, you remember the Jerry Lewis telethons where they used to raise money? Okay, this is along the same lines. Him and a few other YouTubers usually get together and they raise money. Each year it's a different thing that they raise money for. This year they're raising it. I don't remember the name of the actual charity, but it's mental health. It's one of those counseling places for mental health. So they are raising money, and it's a nonprofit. It's a free service. So they're raising money to keep this going. So if you're watching this or you catch this later and you want to donate, go to Jacksepticeye's channel. There'll be a link, and you can donate money to the charity to help people with their mental health. So I'm kind of got it on in the background because I donated. I donate to it every year. I don't have much myself, but like last year he donated to the food bank. The year before that it was something else. It's like homeless teens or something. So it's a new one each year. But like I said, this year, I don't remember the name of the actual charity, is a nonprofit, and they do mental health for everybody of all ages, and it's free. So you got to keep these programs going. Mental health is an important thing. So, I got it. Like I said, I got in the background. Soon I start watching this, and you can't hear me or the sound is not right. Just let me know. I'll turn it down some more. Um, it's not a problem for me. You know, I really just didn't have anything planned for tonight. I should have. That's my bad. I do know that some people suggested Joan Benet Ramsey because there's more going on with it again. There's more going on with the Menendez brothers. And I know more about the Menendez brothers case than I do the John Benet Ramsey. Um, um, which one do I want to talk about? Who do I want to talk about? Give me a minute. We're gonna figure this out real quick. Um, I don't know. See what I can figure out real quick. I might get a topic real quick. If I open up YouTube, it takes me straight to Jacksepticeye, which I'm already watching. Um, I don't know, man. Joan Benet Ramsey. They knew. Yeah, there's something new going on with that. Some videos have been coming out lately of people claiming they have new information. I probably should have watched one of those videos. Like I said, I wasn't fully decisive on what I wanted to talk about tonight. I just wasn't. I had a few things in mind and nothing particular came up. So I didn't have anything lined up. And again, that's my fault. That's my bad. Um, just a lot going on. But I said I would be here. So I'm here. But I tell you what, I'll tell you what. Let me see if I can pull up a case that is. We'll see if. Um, oh, let me see if I can pull up something real quick. I usually can pull up something on my phone. I've usually got something hanging around. Oh, on Wednesday's thing, I talked about a video that Behind Criminal Minds did. Well, he had a live stream tonight. He did, and it basically covers the same things he covered in the video from the other day, but it's more in depth. Zawoki was in the chat. That's one person. A couple of people that subscribed to my channel were in the chat. I made a few observations myself. Because the one thing about this case, it still blows my mind. And I know I don't typically talk about Watts on Friday nights. I talk about that on Wednesday. But one thing about this case that blows my mind, and actually I don't mind talking about that tonight, because if somebody has an answer to this, they can give it to me, then we can discuss it on Wednesday. So here's something. Who picked baby Nico's name? Now, I asked this very specifically. And I really want an answer on that, and I will explain why. Baby Nico, his name was going to be Nico Lee, Nicolee. The reason why I asked that, are we ready? Now, this has been on my mind for a while. This is a discovery I made a while back. It's been on my mind for a while, but I keep forgetting to bring it up. Or if I brought it up in the past, I don't remember bringing it up, and therefore I'm sorry. But baby Nico, his name was going to be Nico Lee. Well, Nicole Kessinger's name is Nicole Lee. So I'm just wondering who picked that name. Was it Chris? I mean, because if it was Chris, we know why it was picked. We're not stupid. If it was Chris, we know why. I had heard somewhere that Shanann had picked it, but I'm not sure that's what I heard. And if she did pick Nico Lee by herself, then it was probably just coincidence. Although that's just a really odd coincidence, don't y'all think that's just a little bit odd? That she would pick that. Nico Lee. Nicole Lee. So I'd be curious to know who picked that name. I would be really curious to see who picked that one. So if anybody has an answer to that, like they can bring me receipts on that one, I would love to know, because I don't remember seeing it in the discovery, but I haven't read the discovery in a while. It's not like something I pull out and read on an everyday basis or anything. I don't pull it out once in a while and just go, don't go through a 2,000-page discovery on my own. Like, well, this has been good reading. No, I don't do that. I haven't pulled it out in a while. I haven't needed it in a while. It probably wouldn't hurt me to pull it out now, since I want to know the answer to that question. But I'm not even sure the discovery would cover that, because, like I said, it makes me wonder who picked that. Nicole Lee. Don't know, man. That's a possibility. So, anyway, that's all that's something I was going to talk about on that. Is Behind Criminal Minds did an absolutely phenomenal thing tonight. It was basically from the most recent one he did, but it has more detail in it. So there was something I wanted. Let me pull it up real quick. There was a case I wanted to do some more searching on. I wanted to talk about briefly. And it's not a case I'd ever heard of before. And if it's not a case I've ever heard of, there's very likely a good chance that most people watching this probably haven't heard of it either. I don't know. Ayla Bell Reynolds. Oh, yes. Okay. Let me get the details on this because um, see, Ayla Reynolds. Okay. This is what I can tell you about it. This is a little girl. Her name was Ayla Reynolds. This is going to break some hearts. I'm sorry. It is part of true crime, though. So, Ayla Reynolds is an American child from Waterville, Maine, who disappeared at age 19 months, year and a half, on December 16th, 2011. She was last seen at 8 p.m. that night in her bed by a family member, but was not there when her father checked the next morning. The case was the largest criminal investigation in Maine's history and the third largest search for a missing child in the state's history. Wait a minute. Was the largest criminal case in Maine history and the third largest search for a missing child in the state's history, perhaps exceeding the extensive search for the Mott children in Baxter State Park in August 1965. Okay. So Ayla Reynolds was born April 4th, 2010, Waterville, Maine. She disappeared on December 16th, 2011, Waterville, Maine. Missing for wow. Hold on a minute. This is not making sense. December missing for 12 years, 11 months, 20 days, declared dead in absentia. May May 30th, 2017. The parents were Trista Reynolds and Justin DiPietro. Ayla Reynolds was the daughter of Trista Reynolds and Justin DiPietro. She was born on April 4th, 2010 in Waterville, Maine. Ayla had been placed temporarily in the home of her father, Justin DiPietro, by a Maine Department of Human Services employee, Karen Small. Relatives maintained that Small decided to forego conducting a home visit prior to Ayla's placement. Okay, so this falls in the hands of the people that placed her there, too. As far as I'm concerned, if she's missing and they didn't do the proper placement, or they didn't check the home before doing the proper placement, then um, this falls on them too. But anyway, Karen Small. Relatives maintain that Small decided to forego conducting a home visit prior to Ayla's placement. Her mother, Trista Reynolds, was in the area and claims she was on her way to rehab for her heroin addiction. That's the reason why she was placed in. Ayla was reported missing from her bed on December 17, 2011. According to DiPietro's statement to the police, the last time he saw Ayla, she was wearing a green polka dot pajamas with Daddy's Princess across them, along with a soft cast on her left arm. Wait a minute. What does a 2-year-old do with a cast on her left arm? That already suggests trouble. Okay. There were two people besides DiPietro in the house at the time of Ayla's disappearance: his girlfriend Courtney Roberts and sister Alicia DiPietro. State police held a press conference in May 2012 to discuss recent developments in the case, including the discovery of blood in her father's house and the number of people who were present at the time of her disappearance. The blood was confirmed to be more than a cupful of Ayla's blood adjacent to DiPietro's bed. The only comment state investigators made at the time of the discovery was that there was more blood than a small cut would produce. Following Ayla's disappearance, a group of Waterville businesses posted a reward of $30,000 for information leading to her safe return. Okay, so the 2-year-old goes to bed. She's already got injuries and soft casts. There's blood in the house. They can't find the body. She just disappears. The reward generated approximately 1,200 leads, many of them from psychics, none of which led to the discovery of any information regarding Ayla. Ayla DiPietro, his brother. Okay, DiPietro of Ayla, there's a period there. I'm stupid. DiPietro, his brother Lance, and a mutual friend collaborated with the Laurel Recovery Center to produce t-shirts, buttons, flyers, and other goods to spread awareness of Ayla's disappearance. DiPietro did not speak about his daughter's disappearance for almost 3 weeks after the story broke. As a result, Ayla's mother accused him of having something to hide. Nearly a full year later, on October 2012, police trawled. I'm going to misspell this so badly. Mispronounce this. Messalonsky stream a second time to look for Ayla's remains. When construction workers repairing the bridge artificially lowered the water level in the stream, nothing was found. DiPietro has not been charged in relation to the case. However, state investigators and Trista Reynolds have both expressed that they believe DiPietro has not been forthcoming about the knowledge of Ayla's disappearance. So the mother was doing rehab because she had a problem. The child was placed in temporary custody of the father, but nobody did a welfare check or a home check or anything else before placing her. They just placed her. The child had a cast on her arm already, other wounds. When they went to the house, there was blood in the house. And they don't think the father had anything to do with it. I don't know, man. Sounds pretty fishy to me already. On June 25th, 2015, an unidentified toddler known as Baby Doe or Deer Island Jane Doe was found dead on the shore of Deer Island, Massachusetts. This subject was believed to have been around 3 to 5 years old at the time of death, which was somewhat consistent with Reynolds. Many suspected that the unidentified body was Ayla, but she was soon excluded as a possible identity. The Jane Doe was identified in September 2015 as Bella Bond. Okay, so they did find a Jane Doe and it wasn't Ayla. Aftermath. At the 1-year anniversary of Ayla's disappearance, the Maine State Police, Maine Warden Service, Waterville Police said that they would not let up on search efforts until Ayla was found. 2 searches conducted earlier that month in southern New Hampshire and Mayfield turned up nothing. A candlelight vigil was held in Waterville to mark 1 month of Ayla's being missing. A candlelight vigil was held in Waterville to mark the 1 month of Ayla being missing and was attended by DiPietro. He was also the first to leave the vigil and refused to speak to the media. Trista organized a 4-mile walk in Waterville called the Eyes Open Walk, as well as a similar walk in Portland in May and in July in order to keep the media attention focused on the case. So apparently the mother is literally doing everything she can to find this baby, and the father really isn't doing anything, of course. On May 17, 2017, Ayla was declared dead by the state of Maine on December 17, 2018. Trista Reynolds filed a wrongful death lawsuit against Justin DiPietro, alleging that he caused Ayla's death through intentional wrongful actions and subjected the child to pre-death pain, fright, terror, and physical injuries. At the time of the filing, DiPietro's whereabouts were unknown. So, the mother filed a wrong death lawsuit against the father. On February 22nd, 2022, Trista Reynolds sought to amend and expand the wrongful death lawsuit against Jensen DePietro because of newly discovered evidence. In 2012, a local Maine songwriter, Pete Haas, wrote a song about Ayla's disappearance and the effect it had on the community. In 2013, an Ugandan singer, Palacio, released a single called It's Cold, subtitled Tribute to Ayla Reynolds, accompanied by a music video that highlighted the case of disappeared children. That's all they have on it. It's very, very short. Apparently, they still have her down as missing. So, and the mother thinks that the father's to blame. Like I said, sounds pretty fishy to me. I'm not trying to just automatically say she was with dad. Dad doesn't know where she is, therefore dad's to blame. It's not where I'd like to go with this, but it's kind of like some of these other cases, like Joan Benet is an example. Nobody knows how she died. So, if the mom's doing everything she can to find this child and the dad's not participating and they don't even know the dad's whereabouts, in my opinion, my personal opinion, it is very, very likely that the dad had something to do with it. But obviously she's still missing and nobody knows. And if dad did have something to do with it, well, I hope they find that out of it. I hope they can prove it. I hope if he did, anybody that was involved in that was brought to justice. So, anyhow, that's the only thing. I didn't even have anything planned for tonight. That's the whole story that I have on Ayla. I had heard about it somewhere else and thought I would expand on it at some point. Tonight was just as good as any. So, be sure and catch Behind Criminal Minds because, again, tonight's video was good. Zawolki was in chat. Some of my subscribers were in chat. I offered a little bit of information myself. There is the live stream I'm watching. It is a charity event to raise money for mental health. A mental health facility. It's a free nonprofit facility. They got to have money to keep the staff going so they can continue to help people. You will find that on Jacksepticeye channel, JACKSEPTICEYE, Jacksepticeye. You'll find a link to his channel. You can watch it live like I am. You can rewatch it later. You can donate money. Like I said, it's just different. Tim and a few other YouTubers, content creators, whichever you want to call them, that are deeply involved in this. And he does one of these Merry Thankmas every year. He's been doing them for the last few years that I know. Probably before that, I don't know. I didn't find him until about 5 years ago. And I remember Merry Thankmas being kind of a thing since I found him. The first one I watched that was very small. It was just a few people in and out, some donations. And it's just every year that he does it, it just gets bigger and bigger and bigger and it keeps expanding. So and I love it. I love to watch content creators or YouTubers, whichever, that do things like this. Because you see things about content creators that aren't any good. They do bad things. And they make a lot of us look bad. But when you have people like Jacksepticeye, Ethan Nestor, Markiplier, anybody like that does these charity things, they're doing good. They're trying to help out because the people that do these things donate a large amount of their own money to this, and then they get other people to donate too. And it does help out a lot. So go check him out. Go check out Behind Criminal Minds. I would like it if people would like, comment, subscribe, share tonight's video. I know it was short, sweet, to the point. I will be back Wednesday with a Watch Wednesday. I think I've got a good one coming up Wednesday. I do. I think I've got a good one coming up Wednesday. So check out the ones I told you to check out. Do the same for me. Like, comment, subscribe, share, all the fun stuff. Anyway, that's all I have on Ayla Reynolds. I appreciate everyone. I look forward to hearing from everyone. I want you to be kind to each other, be kind to yourself, make good choices, treat each other well. Anyway, I love you. Y'all have a beautiful night.